everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning. Definitely a great morning. Everybody's here up and rolling with us. And we are live over our I'm already seeing. So I'm already some of the first thing I always say is let me check the traps to make sure we up and running. And we are definitely doing that. We are up and running and going on. I see us live already on Instagram. And now I gotta find the link that's making a little noise. I gotta turn the volume off on it. Bam, found it. All right. So we don't want to have any reverb. We are live on Instagram. We are live up on Facebook, YouTube. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful morning. Got lots of sports things going on. Let's see here what's going on the LinkedIn side. Make sure we up and running on everything. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's check out the Twitch. Twitch is up and going. That's right. Twitch is running. It's always good. It always feels good to look up and see everything that you plan moving in the right direction. Gives you a good feeling that you did what you're supposed to do. Go. And don't forget to click share yourself. So when you're here, I can speak to you. I can say hello to you as we're live over all our socials: Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, X, and TikTok. We got some great sports things going on. Of course, we're going to start with the World Cup. Tuesday and Wednesday, we had the semis. France and Spain played against each other. France 2-0. No. Spain 2-0. What am I talking about? What's wrong with me? Let me get my information up in front of me like I'm supposed to. Spain is moving on to play against Argentina, who yesterday beat England. Yesterday beat England. So let me get these scores up in front of me so I can sound like I know what I'm talking about. Right now I sound a little off. That's right. Spain 2-0 over France, and yesterday Argentina 2-1 over England. And that France-Spain game was over pretty quickly once Spain scored. It seemed like France wasn't interested anymore. They stopped really pressing and trying to possess the ball in their zone and playing hard. And that was once they scored that second goal, that was almost pretty much like an insurance goal. But I don't even know if they really needed it because France just almost just got uninterested. And Mbappe goes out in the end and get the frustration red card, very unnecessary. Get this chapstick on here so my lips won't be dry. Looking crazy on the screen. Yeah, it was pretty much unnecessary to see that out of him. I would have thought better of him doing so. Same with Bellingham yesterday at the end of the game, smacking a guy in the back of the head for Argentina. He wasn't even a starter. I don't know if he knew the guy. But I look up, he's getting popped. Like a 12-year-old kid, like we in school messing around, smack somebody back in the head. That's what he did to the guy. Started the whole melee. I don't know if they're gonna go back and give him a red card. That people's gonna come back and give him a red card for the next game. Maybe that was his intention, not to play in the game by doing something silly and getting out of there. Dr. Knuckles, thank you for joining us on Instagram. Thank you for coming in and joining us this morning. We are talking about World Cup. In the World Cup, how of the teams that showed up and didn't show up and how they could have showed up a little bit better. I thought that France would have played better, but they've been on and off all tournament, up and down. They got there because they had a great team, but they did not play up to their, in my opinion, their potential. So for Spain to take them down 2-0, I did actually pick France to win. I said that France was going to win. No, I said Spain 0-0 penalty kicks. My bad. That's my bad. But I did say Argentina 3-1 when they won 2-1. Now we're down to the 3-4 game. We have France versus England in the final, and Spain and Argentina 3-4 game Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern, and Sunday 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central. I'm looking forward to watching both those matches, and one is going to be in the New York, New Jersey Stadium for the championship, and the other one's going to be in Miami Stadium for the 3-4 game. And I know Jerry is still mad that he couldn't get one of those games, those final games. But they did a great job of hosting everything. And speaking of which, if somebody wants to donate me a ticket, I'll show up. I'll gladly go to the game. I'll gladly go. So somebody out there with an extra ticket who can't use it and wants to donate it to me, Miles Peter Williams, Sports Talk Final Felix, and I'll make my way. I'll figure it out. I don't know. I got to get in the car and get on 75, but I'll figure it out. I'll be there. Like Michael Jackson. If you're out there, you can go ahead and comment. Give us your thoughts on what you thought on what your thoughts of the game was. A few of the matches that we just had the last couple of days for the great soccer matches. What were your thoughts? I thought more than anything, yesterday's game, big difference was when 24 went out of the game for England. Their best defender went down with an injury. And right after that, they scored both those goals. And he was the person who set the tone on that defense, who made all the calls and did all the communicating out there. As soon as he left, right in the zone he was in, that's where they attacked. It was no coincidence. That's what happened. I'm watching the game. I've been doing the Telemundo feed just because they do a great job of covering out. Like I said, I don't know what they're talking about. I know what they're talking about, but I don't know what they're saying. And they're out there speaking great Spanish, but the coverage is the same whether you're seeing it. The video feed, I should say, is the same whether you're watching it on Fox or on Telemundo or any other of the links. It's all the same feed, but the coverage in terms of the background speaking is different for each area that you're watching the game out of. And they do a great job. And that's the first thing I saw. As soon as he fell on the ground, I said, "Oh man, please don't let the trainer come out. If you lay there more than a minute, the trainer has to come out. Then you got to come out of the game. And depending on the situation, you may not be able to sub. And so then you're playing at a deficit defensively. As soon as that happened, that's when they took advantage. That's when Argentina went out and scored those goals. Of course, I was cheering for Argentina, but you can tell it was England had a good strong hold on them defensively, and they were able to exploit that situation when it happened. So congratulations to both teams, all four teams actually. So 4 teams are still going to be playing in the 3-4 game or the championship game, and I hope everyone gets a chance to sit down and watch them play in those games as well. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. I've always been, like I always said, soccer was my first love as a kid in terms of sports. I wanted to be Pelé, and didn't quite work out that way as you can tell. But you never know. I can still go out and watch and have a good time, that's for sure. Go out and watch and have a good time. That's whatever. At the end of the day, if I can do that, I have been successful in being a part of the situation all the way around. All righty, moving forward. I've talked up a lot. We might have to go a little bit more than 15 minutes a day, but I still got some more topics to talk about today. Also, we have the WNBA All-Star Game. The rosters have been set. Spoon and Coop have gone out and they have put together the rosters. They made some nice videos teasing each other about getting the making their rosters and teams. And Coop said she gonna win. That's all she's been talking about. She's been talking about winning. That's all she can talk about. Spoon she's a little bit more understated than Cooper's a world class S talker. She the first person to tell you, yeah, I'm talking junk. Yep, I'm backing it up too. So let's see here. On Team Spoon, we got Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, Olivia Miles, Aaliyah Boston, Jessica Shepard, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Jaquel Jones, Courtney Williams, Kiki Riffin, and Emeka Agumike. That was the 11 people for the Team Spoon. And on Team Coop, we got Paige Becker, Brandon Stewart, Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard, Gabby Williams, Angel Reese, Marina Mabry, Dominique Malonga, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Sonia Citra. Two very good rosters. 22 young ladies who have the opportunity to go next weekend on the 22nd. It is in Chicago at the United Center on the 25th, where they play Saturday 25th. Of course, we'll talk about that more actually next weekend as we'll have another show between there. But I did want to make sure I highlight that before I can go into the schedule, so we can talk about on Friday night. Of course, we got to make sure we highlight the women and everything that we do. And last night's scores, we had Seattle losing to Chicago 95-90. Minnesota beat the Sparks 96-87, and Golden State Valkyries beat Indiana Fever 88-75. Really quickly, I know people talk about the Indiana Fever. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. However, let's be honest, in looking at Indiana Fever is not exactly playing up to their potential. Because last year they were having a much better season. They're 14-10, but last year they had a much better season when Caitlin Clark was injured. So they made a run at that championship without CC. So hey, those are things that are worth talking about. Some things, of course, you want to stoke the fire to get people talking, and of course, they're having a good season. They're in sixth place right now, with the ability with right now, if the season ended, they will be playing in the playoffs. The top 8 will go. They will be in a 3-6 matchup with the Aces. It look tough right there. Right now, of course, tonight we got 2 games: Portland at Washington and New York at Dallas at 8 o'clock. Ooh. Somebody got an extra ticket for that. I'll go to that game as well. Now, I think that game's in Arlington, but it will be on Prime Video as well. And of course, on Ion Friday night matchup, we got Seattle going to Indiana, Atlanta going to Toronto Tempo, Sparks going to Chicago, and Connecticut going to Phoenix. And of course, we want to say hashtag Ion Friday night, so we can get people not only to watching the games on Ion, but going and watching the games in person. Go ahead, continue to support the young ladies out there as they work really, really hard, get throughout the season to do their best to earn those contracts that they just got through the new CBA, and do everything that they do. Get ready for the walk-in, the runway walk-ins, the outfits, all those things they do as they walk into the game, as they highlight all that good stuff. All righty, we're a little bit over, but we're going to talk about one more topic. Mr. Yzerman. Mr. Yzerman stepped down. Yesterday, all the reports started coming out. That's why I'm wearing the Red Wings. That Stevie Yzerman was out as the general manager of the Detroit Red Wings. I thought he was fired. And of course, once everything, when you really see everything, they said no, he wasn't fired. That he stepped down. He'll stay on as a consultant and advisor. Chris Simmons is going to take over things in the interim as he looks for a new head of hockey operations, aka a GM. Hey, things change, things move forward. That's what happens. You can't be mad at him. I think at the end of the day, Stevie understood that, hey, I wasn't getting the job done. I set up a rebuild. The rebuild still hasn't gotten us to the playoffs. We should be the standard in the NHL, not the other teams who've been doing so well. We're original 16. We're the spoke wheel. When you think about hockey in NHL, you think about Montreal, you think about Boston, you think about Detroit. You think about the Blackhawks. You think about those original teams that came in the beginning, Toronto. You think about that. Right now, Red Wings have just not been a part of the conversation. That's just how it is. And we want to get back to that glory. We want to get back to that glory. The original 6 hockey teams of Montreal, Toronto, Boston, Detroit, Blackhawks, and the Rangers. Those are the original 6. And those other teams have had success lately, been in the playoffs. Detroit ain't seen no parts of the playoffs. But we're going to get back there. We're going to be back. All right, everybody, that is our quick 18 minutes, 16 minutes. We're a little bit over. That's cool. Beautiful. We're going to see you guys on Saturday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, over all our socials. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a great, great day. Be safe. Stay dry. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Go out there and work hard. Make money. Go to where the money resides. And treat people right. Treat people how you want people to treat you.